thirsty, I'm just ready in case there's another fire. I'm Justen Schaak. I'm a social worker, right now working as an addiction counselor. Woo! That's why I'm dressed like a used car salesman who moonlights as a youth pastor. So it's been a long road becoming a counselor. I've had to work in a lot of different mental health jobs along the way. I worked for 9 years at a group home for boys with autism. Some of them had really severe autism, and some of them had a milder form that they call Asperger's. Asperger's. Can you think of a worse name for a diagnosis than Asperger's? I mean, maybe tits nuggets? But still, Asperger's is pretty bad. I used to work at the Hope House, which is a place here where we stabilize people who were suicidal. So, it's there that I learned that you're not supposed to say someone committed suicide anymore. Too judging. Instead, if someone kills themselves, you're supposed to say that they completed suicide. I think that's a good change. It really focuses on the positive, right? I mean, normally when someone's depressed, they can't get anything done. So I finally made it up to being a counselor. But being an addiction counselor is a weird job. Like, all my clients always ask me, what's your personal experience with addiction? Implying that if I haven't been through what they've been through, then I'm not really qualified to treat them. And that's a weird thing that you wouldn't ask of other professions. You know, you wouldn't ask your veterinarian what her personal experience with fleas and heartworm has been. You wouldn't run and stop a firefighter from spraying your house and be like, whoa, 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 whoa. How many of your houses have burned down? You wouldn't ask your proctologist what his journey of recovery from his own anal fissures was. I've found that there's a lot of misconceptions about addiction in this job. A lot of people think that if you get one taste of these powerful chemicals, then you instantly become a hopeless addict. I don't know why I looked at you when I said hopeless addict. Maybe it's your pupils? Yeah, off the vibe. I'm sorry. This thinking came from some early studies the scientists did on rats. They would put these little rats alone in these little cages, and then they'd put in some regular water and some water laced with cocaine. And these sad little rats in solitary confinement would eventually get hooked on the cocaine water, and they'd drink until they overdosed. The scientists were like, holy crap, drugs are bad. Look what it did to our depressed rats. So this thinking has changed a lot, and that's largely in part to this researcher named Bruce Alexander. He was a guy that figured, maybe it's more to do with environment than the chemicals. So he created this study called Rat Park, where he put lots of rats together in a bigger enclosure. He gave them lots of places to hide, delicious rotting garbage to eat, sexy lady rats to seduce. They had a hot tub, a live DJ, everything a rat could want. And then he put in that regular water and the water laced with cocaine. And none of those rats overdosed. I've started my own human trials based on this study. I'll go to an ideal environment like Lindley Park. I'll go up to the playground, set out my regular water, my cocaine water, Almost none of those kids have overdosed. So I think environment really holds true for humans too. So my set is done, but my experiment has just begun.